Welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about Donald Trump and the $5 million civil case he just lost. It stems from something that took place in 1996 at a luxury department store in New York, I believe, right around Manhattan, between him and E. Jean Carroll. E. Jean Carroll's claims have been for years and have been very consistent that she met Donald Trump at this department store and Donald Trump sexually assaulted her at this department store. Now, Donald Trump has said for years that he didn't do it. Or then it went from, I didn't do it, to, well, she's not my type, so I couldn't have done it, to, I've never met this person before, but she's not my type. E. Jean Carroll's story has been the same since it came out. She hasn't changed one bit. But Donald Trump's excuses have changed. How is it possible that you can say you've never seen the person before, don't have a clue who they are, yet then say in the same breath, but she's not my type? Really, Donald? You kind of convict yourself right there. Because you say things that absolutely make no sense. There is no way that you could have known she wasn't your type if you've never seen, heard of, or even had anything to do with this woman. There's no way you would say that. Your little embellishments are what give you away. And that's the reason I think so many men get away with this kind of stuff, especially powerful, rich men. And they get away with it for so long. Because unlike Donald Trump, a lot of these, people don't give out those extra embellishments when they talk. Donald Trump is not good at concealing his lies. He's not good at it. Problem is, too many men are. But finally, somebody with money was held accountable. You had Harvey Weinstein, you had Bill Cosby, you have Donald Trump. And I don't understand why people are even looking to reelect this guy, right? Because it's not just one woman that's claimed sexual assault or sexual abuse by Donald Trump. There's been almost 30 other women. There are a lot of things he should be in jail for, but he's not. So I'm glad finally some justice has come his way. Now we all know that like I said, Donald Trump's not going to pay this. He'll probably never even pay a dime of this money. And even if he does, it's not going to be like it's that big of a deal to him. Yeah, $5 million sounds like a lot to the rest of us. But supposedly he's worth almost $1 billion or over $1 billion, according to his math anyway, which God knows he's not very smart, so it's probably not over $1 billion. But still, even if he's worth $500 million, $5 million isn't jack diddly squat for him. That's not gonna, like the average American getting a $2,000, income tax return. That's it's not a whole lot. It's a drop in the bucket for him. But I don't believe it's about the money. I believe it's more important that we got the verdict. Finally, a woman was listened to when she said she was sexually assaulted by somebody. Finally, somebody listened. Finally, a jury convicted him, even though it was just in a civil trial. Now, Donald Trump never took the stand. He was never even in the courtroom. He had an attorney who was there doing it all. And in a civil case, there's no requirement for you to be there. It would have been interesting to see him testify on his own behalf to explain his statements and everything. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Miss Carroll is able to go live the rest of her life and be happy, and hopefully she doesn't have to deal with Donald Trump anymore. You know, that's all I can hope for her. And for Donald Trump, I hope this is just the beginning of a large number of civil cases against you, and even criminal cases, just stemming from the sexual assault allegations alone, because you deserve it. You have been absolutely terrible to women, and I think this case is just going to do more to bring those women to be more willing to publicly come out and file lawsuits against you. And I think it's about time. If you've sexually assaulted women, sexually abused women, or raped women, then I think you deserve everything you get. Plain, simple, and to the point. Anyways, this has been the Big Grand Show. That's been the case. That was the case with Donald Trump versus E. Jean Carroll. Um, I feel bad that she had to go through all this. Not just the defamation, but the assault, the being assaulted in the first place. It should have never happened. It's not something that should happen. But I will say this: as much as you shouldn't have to, you know, be careful. Be careful who you let around you. Be careful when you're out by yourself, because no, not all men are disgusting pigs, but unfortunately, a lot of them are. You shouldn't have to be that protective of yourself, but I suggest if you're a woman, be careful when you're around people, especially when you're around men and you're by yourself. Just be very careful. Because it doesn't have to be a rich, powerful man for the man to be a pig. It just so happens that the rich tend to get away with it more often. Anyways, this has been the Big Grand Show. I'll see you down the road. There'll probably be another video tomorrow about George Santos because he was arrested this morning. I'll talk to you later. See you down the road.